Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Ragman, issue number 2 of 6. This comic wasn't quite as good as issue 1. Issue 1 had me going. I was like, yeah, we're going to get a whole bunch of, what's going on and whatnot. Nope, didn't get a whole lot of backstory in the first 18 pages of this. The last 2 pages, they finally started to make a little bit of sense. Of course, the situation was left over. Two demons attack him, attack his father in his own shop, and then Ragman goes in, and the thing that happens here is he apparently gets caught, and they start trying to break into his mind to figure out, how to get him to release the cloak so that he becomes regular old Twig again, and then they can get the Ragman outfit. Yeah, I think we all knew that wasn't going to really happen, but I did like the way that they did it. It did get a bit too strange at certain points. It was a bit too convoluted to really follow along with, but the end result is still the same. The demons failed. So this was, for the most part, it was okay, but the last 2 pages what really sunk because they finally got into explaining that the more Ragman used the powers, the more that he drains the souls that are inside. And since these souls are all his former unit, his friends that he served with in the military, even though they were stealing stuff, namely this cloak, yeah, it's hard to just keep on using the powers and trying to get the suit to answer his questions. So I don't know if that means that the people inside need to rest and regain their strength again before he can start asking questions, or if it's just, nah, the more that we go, the more it's got to be. They did say at one point, if you keep pushing, you're going to have to sacrifice one of your friends. One of us is going to have to die, like disappear completely. So that's kind of messed up. uh, Ray Fawkes is the writer. He's also writing for Chapter House Comics, The Phantoma. I just did that review same day. Uh, he's good. He's really good at telling a story, but the action scenes, they seemed a bit much. I think that he was maybe taking on just a little bit too much by doing the double story at the exact same time, the what's going on in his brain and what's going on outside also. There was a bit much. The main thing that killed me is that the language was very different on the inside and the outside. They were doing this, I guess, supposed to be like an ancient Egyptian sort of speech on the outside, but inside his brain, they were obviously, and I get the reason why, but it didn't transition well. That's the thing. This wasn't like Highlander. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm always going to compare transitions to is Highlander. It always just felt so seamless and so majestic when they transitioned between the past and the present. So or the distant past. So this one didn't quite do that quite so well. There were times that the art really did help out. Inaki Miranda doing the art, fantastic, really good stuff. I can't complain about the art in this at all. It's just the writing. There was a little bit of a problem with the transitions there. The language wasn't so great. Nonetheless, I'm still going to give this comic a B. This was fun to read. It was enjoyable. Uh, right now, it doesn't feel like they're really catching enough of my attention in order to get me to continue reading, but I think I'm still going to read issue 3. Literally, I have to figure out when I go to the comic book store and have it in my actual hand. We'll see what's going on. In the meantime, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.